What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Alex Olinger podcast, man. This is Super Bowl Sunday. I'll release it on Super Ho Monday. That's what that is. That's what I'm going to call that Monday from now on. Super Ho Monday. It's sort of like Black Friday, but for hoes. You know what I mean? You get you're a thought, you're a hoe. You're scamming around on your man. That Monday is your time. Your man is going to be distracted from Super Bowl Sunday and hungover and full of guacamole and nacho cheese, and that's your time to go out and get one over on him. Maybe steal his credit card information, steal his iPhone password, scam one on him, change his life for the worse. That's called Super Ho Monday. Actually, what we could do is maybe put all the top hoes in the country. Or if you're a top hoe, you can compete with the other hoes in like a tournament, because men have sports that are on TV and women have sports that are on TV as well, like the WNBA, but nobody really watches them. But that's not really women's sports. I think women have different games that they like to play. I was drinking the other night with my buddies. I was drinking down at the corner bar, man. One of those, you know how every strip mall has like a bar in it. Let's sidetrack. Let's describe a classic strip mall bar. You know what I'm talking about. It's a local bar. There's like a certain type of atmosphere in there. They probably got like fucked up ping pong paddles. In Texas, they have like probably a couple slot machines that you could gamble at that are like legally not labeled as slot machines. They're called like sweepstakes games, and they have those in there, and you go in there. That's your neighborhood bar. You can gamble at this bar. They got maybe like a shitty pool table that's like tilted, maybe some ping pong paddles, with like a table that leans. They got a bunch of like 40-something-year-olds that are there way too often, and they're like hammered on a Tuesday. They're a scary amount of drunk on a Tuesday, that's your local bar. It's in like a strip mall or whatever. Yeah, I'm sort of just like repeating myself. This is good. This is a good start, man. It's Super Ho Monday, You go, I don't even know why I brought up the strip mall bar thing. I have no idea why that was brought up. I just completely fucking forgot what I was talking about. And this is the good thing about getting a little bit older. I'm 33, so it's not that old. I wouldn't even say I'm still climbing the hill, but I can feel my brain at certain times just kind of shit out on me. Like my memory just goes, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. And the scary part is, man, it's going to get way worse. I was going to be in diapers one day again. I'm already short, so I'll be like way shorter. I'll have like a hunchback. I'll probably be bald, be frail. I'd like to maybe keep working out, keep that blood flow going to my brain. You know what I mean? So my engine doesn't shit out on me. You gotta keep regular oil maintenance on that bad boy upstairs. That's your brain, That's your brain, dog. You gotta keep it rolling. Keep that brain fucking rolling. Anyways, Super Home Monday. It'll be like, what should it be? Honestly, if you're listening to this, you can drop in the comments, what would the games be during Super Home Monday? Because I just thought of this. This just came out of my mouth. Maybe like, this is kind of it's not super appropriate, for anybody listening to this. If you got your kids in the car, which I don't know why you would be listening to this with your kids in the car, maybe turn it down. If you're at work, probably turn this down. But I'd say one of the games could be a dick-sucking competition. Maybe add some other games to that because I feel like that would generate a lot of revenue. I don't know if you could really air that, but I mean, there's certain, like it'd be like a stat, kind of like how Jack Allen or like any one of those other quarterbacks, whatever they throw, how many catches they get, that's a good number on the stat sheet. Dicks sucked in under an hour for sure. It'll almost be like the Olympics. It'll be like the Olympics for hoes. We could see all the different games. How many rings can you fit on your finger and take off in the same like night? How fast can you put a ring on and take it off? We got maybe like the javelin toss, but they're like throwing their boyfriend's valuable shit across the room. That's a good one for Super Ho Monday. Maybe like how far can you run in heels? You know what I mean? How hard can you slap like a dummy or something? We'll like put it up to like a meter. Plug that shit into a meter. That'd be a good one. Maybe like there's like a divorce court round. How much money can you get out of a divorce? We'll have like a shit talking over text message round where you can see how fast you can shit talk your man over text message and how quickly you can delete it. We'll also have like an argument round where you have to argue against like the top debaters in the world, intellectuals like Sam Harris or Richard Dawkins. Maybe even throw like some Jordan Peterson in there, and they just got to debate like ratchet hoes from the hood for Super Bowl or Super Ho Monday. I feel like that would be fun. I feel like people would watch that. I would watch it if it had a bunch of sexy ladies in there. You bet your ass I'd be watching it. I don't even think. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Let me take a little sip of my coffee. Hold on, people. Maybe that's what I need before we get into this. Maybe I should have had a little more espresso before I started this podcast. All right? What I was going to say, I was drinking with my friends in one of those shitty neighborhood bars that are in strip malls. And they always got the same text, like the neon. They're not even like neon lights. They just got like a bad logo. Out front, they have like a kind of like a corny name. They're always like next to like a Mexican restaurant or like a Pizza Hut and a laundromat. It's always the gray strip mall. You get in there and there's a lot of like fun regulars. Anyways, we're having some drinks in there after a comedy show, and we were talking, and I was just watching my buddies like debate football, and they just kept talking about it for like, I don't know, like 3 hours, man. And I'm more of a, I'll admit, I'm more of kind of, I'm slipping into hipsterdom. I wouldn't say I'm like a full hipster because I don't really like dislike people that don't know about the weird shit that I know about. I dislike people for different reasons. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say I'm like full pretentious hipster. And I kind of don't like those people anyways because I don't like pretentious ass people. But what my interests are more like it's more hipster shit. I like reading books and I like records and stuff like that. But I try to like keep that shit to myself. You know what I mean? So they're talking football and I don't know what they're talking about, really. I really don't. I mean, I can get it. I can surmise because I've watched football. I feel like, from my place, it's poor taste for a hipster to not be able to watch sports and enjoy them with normal people. I like to be able to do that, and I really love college basketball. I don't know everything about sports, but I feel like it's bad to be slightly... If you're a little bit artsy, you should know how to watch sports, too. I feel like it adds a good well-roundedness to the nature of your game. If you can shit it about books and painters and like obscure shit, but then you're willing to go like hang out and have a good time at a football game and you know about it, it like impresses people. It makes you look like a full, if you're a dude, it makes you look like a full, well-rounded man. It makes you almost seem like classy and worldly rather than like a pretentious douche. If you can do all the things, if you can shit it, and hang out about like normal stuff too. So I can hang out and talk about football. I'll watch it. But they were getting in depth about like history and who played what position. Really like nitpicky stuff. This wasn't just like casually enjoying the game and talking about what's going on the screen. So I was kind of lost. I was just watching them trying to work on some bits, and it like kind of clicked in my mind. I was like just sitting there thinking like, these dudes, this is exactly what women do. And this is not to piss off any women who might be listening to this, and it's not to really piss off any dudes listening to this either. But like, men and women could find a way to bridge the gap between sports and relationships, because it really is like them kind of talking about the same thing. Like they were talking, if you just imagine a bunch of women sitting around talking about how many rings Stacy had and how she fumbled Daniel or Jake out of her life on the 30-yard line in the fourth quarter. And you could be like, is Jack a real man? Well, not really, you know what I mean? How many rings does he have? We'll apply that to you and your girlfriends. I just feel like the way they analyze it, and it's not even really the specific details as much as it's like the passion and the fervor with which they debate it, and I feel like that's, relationships is like female sports. And like the WNBA is male sports that women can also do. And this, I feel like this might be coming off this might be coming off a little misogynistic. I don't even know if it's misogynistic, because misogyny means that you hate women and you think that they're less than you, which I don't. I don't actually, well, not what I would say out loud. I'm just joking. I'm just fucking joking. No, I don't hate women or think that they're less than me. I just feel like they have like a different idea of games, which is why I'm trying to introduce Super Ho Monday to the world. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want to watch some hoes go at it. And also like, not like, if you're like a feminist or you don't want anybody to be referred to as a hoe, you don't get allowed in. I want like women that are like self-proclaimed hoes, and they're going to play relationship games dressed up and everything. They're going to have uniforms. And again, what's crazy is all the audience will still be dudes. It's still going to be dudes watching. We'll pay for this. We'll subsidize this one, But that's, a lot of the sports, they're invented by men. Men are the best ones at playing them. LeBron James is the best at basketball. Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, they're the best at basketball. And women, you can play that too. And that's why, but that's not, listen to me try to dance around this without an audience. Normally what I'll do is I'll pick a topic that's kind of upsetting or say something a little bit over the line and just see how people react and look at their faces. And now I'm trying to maybe do it on this podcast, and I can't because there's nobody here to even gauge this. So we're just going to like let this one fucking rip honestly and from the heart, and let the cards fall where they may. I mean, let's just let it. If you're mad, you're just mad, okay? I don't know. I can't see your face. There's no real way for me to empathize with you. Ladies, if you're listening to this, if I could see your face, maybe I'd think about what I'm saying and switch it up, but I'm not going to, because right now I'm like literally staring at a wall and drinking a shit ton of coffee right now. All right? So that's what's going to happen during this. And I think, so like men are better at basketball. That's what I'm saying. They are. They're better at sports. How about this? The best men are better than the best women at sports. A lot of women, I'll be honest, better than me at most of the sports. But that's me. I'm just saying the best of the best men are the best. They're even better. Women shouldn't even feel bad about that because they're better than the other men too. So the other men, like the 99% of men, were also way worse than them. So ladies, we're all in the same boat together. And even the WNBA, they're better at basketball than I am. You know what I mean? So we're really all like watching 1% of people be great at something, and the 99% of us are just arguing amongst each other as if we have a stake in it, and we don't. It doesn't affect us at all, so we should all probably calm the fuck down and just realize LeBron James is better than everybody. Literally every single person is worse than him, even the men and the women. So let me finish my thought, okay? Yeah, just let me finish my thought here. So the men are better at basketball. Women play the male games because that's only fair. Anybody should be able to play a game. But those games were invented by men. Now we go to the games invented by women, and that's relationships. And who are the greatest at relationship games? Hoes, which is why we start Super Hoe Monday, the real relationship games. And then men can also take part in Super Hoe Monday. We can have the men's relationship game league for men to fucking play, and it'll be like the WNBA for men because we'll be worse. We'll definitely be worse at this. You know what I mean? And eventually we'll have like a very sassy gay man, and that'll be our Caitlin Clark. You know, that's who we eventually, like Antonio. He's a Latino gay man. He's got a lot of sass, and he's hitting threes. He's hitting like threes on the dick sucking competition. I mean, he's really fucking dropping them. That's what he'll be. Or Caitlin Clark, but we'll never really catch him. You know what I mean? We'll never really we're just not athletic enough mentally to really make it through. You know what I mean? The argument section of the games, we're always going to lose that. It's going to be like watching two elderly people try to do like the long jump. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be the same thing. It'll be like the WNBA and dunking. There'll be like one dude that can like win the argument well, and it's not even going to be that exciting. And it's only going to be really he's only going to be winning the argument because he's arguing against other men. You just can't put the dudes out on Super Hoe Monday. It's not who it's for. I think, dude, I don't know. I think I'm onto something. Who would not watch that? And what I was going to say earlier is we want women for this that are self-proclaimed hoes. If you're not a self-proclaimed hoe, don't sign up. And also don't, with your fucking short hair and your buzz cut and your hairy armpits, don't be sitting in the stands like this is demeaning. We let the women choose who they want to be and what they want to sign up for. And we want some self-proclaimed bad bitches, ratchet hoes, women that don't have a problem with being that and being called that. They sign up for these games. And if you're not in and you don't want to be in, we don't need any hating on the sideline. Okay? We know we have like a vague idea in our heads of who's going to sign up for this and who's going to be really good at it. Okay? And we already know like kind of what the demographics are going to be. So let's not act like this is a big shock when the lineups come out and the finalists are announced. Let's not act like we didn't all see it coming of who's going to be there. Super Hoe Monday. I think it would do great for advertising. I think it could inspire a lot of young women to see that you don't have to be successful. You don't have to compete with men in the male space to be treated as a great individual or a contributor to society. You can just go old school, traditional hoe route, and now you can have a career and make millions of dollars, which is what they're doing. It's what the hoes do. They find a rapper, a basketball player, a movie star. They hang on to him and suck life and money out of him till they get a divorce. And then they get 50-50 in the settlement. That's a career path. And I don't, honestly, since the curtains are off here, we're all being open about this, I don't even, it's a little infuriating, but like, dude, everybody's got to have a game. Everybody's got to have a skill. Some hoes are just good at hoeing. That's what they do. It's what they are. Gold diggers are going to dig. And when they're digging, like, I don't know, a big part of this is on the men that need to, like, understand that that's just what some women do. And it's not, like, some terrible, horrible thing. It's just the game, man. You don't hate the player. You hate the game. Hoes are going to hoe. And that's why we have Super Hoe Monday, to celebrate that like you would celebrate, I don't know, like the ancient art of wrestling or running. It's almost, this thing is like, the thing about hoeing is it's like, honestly, man, it's like one of the oldest sports. It's probably as old as sex itself, being a hoe. So, like, why have we not celebrated that, man? I'm telling you, Super Hoe Monday, oh my God, the advertising for that? Can you imagine the millions of dollars in advertising for Super Hoe Monday? I want to see it. I want to see hoes go out there, and I want to see them play games. I want to see them play hoe games against other hoes. I want to see who is the hoeiest, who's hoeing out here. That's what I want to see, and I like it. I would like it, and I would encourage other people to like it. I'd buy people tickets. I'd take my family to see it. I'd be like, this is a great American sport of it's celebrating an art form predominantly, created by and supported by and occupied by women. And we should support women in their journey, in their adventures, their careers, in their attempts to be the biggest hoes they can be. I'm down for it, man. I'm not going to, we should have like a contest where you like try to do shit with fake nails, like big fake nails. And the bigger your nails are and the more things you can do, the more points you get. You get what I'm talking about, man. You see it. I see it. I don't know why this can't be something. There's going to be somebody hating on this idea too. And a part of this, I'll let you know, is comedy. I understand that we can't just have a Super Hoe Monday. It's not a good, you know what they'll say? It's not a good image for our daughters. Honestly, why not? Why not? To be kind of a hoe. Look, some people have to do what they have to do, okay? You can't, like, some guys are not going to make it to the NBA. Some guys are not going to be rocket scientists, but that's okay. We still love them. You still love your cousin. That's kind of a burnout and a little bit of a failure. It doesn't mean he should have to hate himself. He's just a regular guy, And some women are not going to be wearing business suits, going to finance, meetings, and walking around like badass career bitches. Some women are just going to be hoes. And I love them. I support them. I support the journey. And like a lot of these dudes that are dating them, they know what's up. They know. Come on, man. Fellas, we've all slept with a couple women that have been not the most responsible ladies, to put it lightly. They got some mental problems. They've got some fucking they believe in some weird lunar eclipse shit that gives them the right, they feel, to throw shit at your face when they're mad or cheat on you or something. But we still love them, and we knew what we were doing before we got into it. We put all the blame on these women and on society, saying it's like their problem, when it's just a part of life. Those women are going to be there. They're going to be who they are, and I feel like they should have a right to be who they are and to not have people judge them and possibly celebrate them, because every guy's part of being a complete man is having a run-in with a hoe or having a hoe story. You know, we laugh about these things. We talk about them. Like, yeah, this one chick tried to stab me. This one chick tried to hit me with a coffee mug while I was driving. Yes, they were both Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? And that's a good growing. You can't appreciate a well put together woman unless you've been with a couple hoes and had them kind of fuck your shit up. You know, it's a test for men. It's part of the growing and maturing experience. And it should be, these women should be celebrated and not looked down upon by society, and quite frankly, pushed to the back and looked down upon by other women, actually. Really, it's women who are doing the looking down upon, and then the guys follow because they don't want to admit to the other women that they don't really mind how the hoes were really acting to begin with. You know, because eventually you got to get with like a more responsible chick and settle down and not be out here with a bunch of these hoes. So you tell the responsible women, you're like, yeah, I don't condone that behavior at all. I don't know why she dresses like that. That's awful. She should respect herself, you know? Instead of the truth, which is like, I don't know, she looks kind of good, and I wouldn't hang out with her right now. I'm getting too old, and I don't have the money for that. I can't really, like, dodge flying objects like I used to, or take a punch like I used to. You know what I mean? But I don't really care. She dress how she wants. Yeah, so it's the women. The other women are pushing this down, trying to keep this away. You're trying to keep hoes out of society to keep them away from your men. And I get that. It is kind of, in a way, it is a danger to your relationships and kind of the function of all of society. But that doesn't mean we can't watch it in like a sporting or sort of event context. You know, that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be allowed to see that like in a performance situation, almost artistic. You know, if you take it and you remove it from society, almost like stripping, where it's like it's not in our lives, it's just objective, and we can watch it at a distance and discuss it together. That's, I think, productive. It's a productive place for the hoes to go and to be, and we can all celebrate their achievements together. That's what I want for Super Ho Monday. And that's what I want to watch way more than Patrick Mahomes crying about some foul that never happened. Some flag needed to be thrown that didn't need to be thrown. That's what I want to see more really than really anything else I can think of. I want to see Super Ho Monday. I want to see the hoes go at it. Long nails, high heels, javelin tossing their boyfriend's things 50 yards. You know what I mean? Trying to tie shoes or drive a car with fake nails. Trying to text message, arguing with each other, flipping the script, gaslighting, making up lies. I want to see that. I would pay thousands upon thousands of dollars. ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, get on it. You need to get on it because Joe Rogan's taking your audience. People are leaving the legacy media because they're seeing truth in reality all around them, and it's not being broadcast to their television sets. Well, one truth and reality that you can bring to your television sets and straight into the homes and lives of Americans everywhere the Monday after the Super Bowl is Super Ho Monday. That's my advertising pitch. I don't even know how long I've been podcasting for. This is wild. You get what I'm saying, though. You get it. And if you don't get it, you're never going to get it, and I don't have to explain shit to you. That actually might be the quote for Super Ho Monday. Whatever I just said, put some of that in quotations, break it down, you know what I mean? And you can do that or something. I don't know. Well, I actually went pretty long on this, and I think I'm going to just fuck it. I'll just call it there. Alrighty. Take it easy. Enjoy yourselves. Listen, don't drive too fast, okay? Don't get too mad when you're out there. Just try to take a deep breath. And if you didn't like what I was just saying, remember that I just thought of this, and it's not that good of an idea. Okay? Don't take it too seriously, because nobody's listening to me. And if you take it too seriously, remember, nobody's going to listen to you. So don't do any of that. Just have a good day, okay? Look at the sky, smell the air, touch the grass. Be easy, people. I'll see you later.